a quarterback duel between Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson, but it was Lamar who stole the show. Deshaun was held under 200 yards with no touchdowns and a pick while being sacked 6 times. Lamar, however, racked up over 300 total yards and had 4 passing touchdowns in a dominant 41-7 win. The Ravens are now 8-2 on the year, right behind the 9-1 Patriots. So, Shannon, how big of a threat are the Ravens to the Patriots in the AFC?
They're a great threat.
Yeah.
And, Skip, at the beginning of the year, we knew Lamar Jackson's legs were dynamic. We saw that on full display last year over the last half of the season. The question was, and the reason why I thought they would struggle last year in the playoffs, what happens if they fall behind? Because I don't believe his arm talent is good enough. Correct, I don't believe he can throw the ball consistent enough at that point, Skip, to get them back into the ball game. They fall behind by a large number. They come back valiantly against the Chargers, but they lose. He does a 180. His arm, his ability to throw the football, the confidence and the conviction in which he throws it with, and Skip, they're allowing him to throw the football. They're just not throwing it, it's 3rd and 12. No. They'll throw the ball on first down. They'll throw the ball at any area on the field, and he's throwing the ball with confidence. Another 4-touchdown day with no turnovers. Skip, his legs is dynamic. How he got out of that, I think it was 2nd and 1 or 3rd and 1. He juked a guy, juked another guy just to get back to the line of scrimmage, put his foot in the dirt, squeezed two other guys, and was almost off to the races again. They have the type of team and the way this young man is playing, because we're seeing him get better right before our eyes. You know, sometimes, Skip, you watch these Nat Geos, they have the simulation where they plant the flower and the time elapses and the flower starts to bloom. You're watching this guy bloom right before your eyes in real time.
Yeah.
It seems like every single week he's getting, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. You're not supposed to be here this fast. Yes.
He's moving fast.
He's unbelievable.
Okay.
And they have confidence. He has confidence, and he's gaining. You see the way his teammates talk about it. You see Mark Ingram. You see the way that his team, Skip, when he comes off the field, the defense, they go greedy coming off the field. The offense, they love this kid. And he loves being in that position. And he says, I just got to be a quarterback. He says, I'm on a team that they believe in me. This team believed in me, and my teammates believe in me. Now I just got to go be the quarterback that I know I can be. Skip, they have an opportunity. Look, they don't have the big names on defense. There are no Suggs. There's no Ray Lewis, no Ed Reed.
Nope.
But they got guys that play hard. The secondary is deep with Jimmy Smith, Marlon Humphrey. I think Carr is there. They play well, and they
Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters. No, Peters gone.
Okay, he's gone.
Yeah, he's in. No, he's there.
there.
Yeah,
He's
he's there. Marcus
there.
Peters. Yeah, Jimmy Smith, Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphrey, Carr. They got a lot of number 1 draft picks. To make a long story short, and they got Earl Thomas in that secondary. But Skip, they're playing really, really well. And right now, there's no debate. Lamar Jackson is playing the quarterback position better than Tom Brady. The question is, can you go into New England? Because you got to be flawless to beat them there in the playoff game. You can't turn it over. You play the cross double. But I do believe right now they're the best team in the AFC, although the New England has 1 fewer losses. This team has the ability and the capability with the way the quarterback is playing to go to New England and win a ball game.
One thing I'm virtually sure of, they're going to have to do that. I'm almost sure of they won't be able to do that.
Wow.
I just think it's too hard to beat Brady and Belichick in Foxborough. But if any organization has a history of doing this, has a legacy of doing this, if any locker room, just on its historical significance, the people who have come before them, if any locker room thinks it can go up and win at Foxborough, this locker room thinks it can. Because Ray did it and Suggs has done it, and they've just done it and done it. They have been Brady's kryptonite at Foxborough. No team has played him.
They really should be 3-0.
They should be.
Because, they beat him in Joe Flacco in that game that Joe Flacco played, I think, early on in his career. And then they beat him to get to the Super Bowl. And then Lee Evans dropped the touchdown, Skip, that would have won the game for him.
Would have won the game. So every once in a while, in the midst of an NFL season, something rare and wonderful happens where you just sit back and say, that's happening? And it just keeps on happening, and I keep on waiting for it to come back to earth, but it only lifts higher into the heavens. And what they did yesterday was highly impressive, where you say, what? That defense made Deshaun Watson, who I love, look awful.
Right.
He had a QBR of 9 yesterday.
Yeah. He had that Romo.
Six times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that Romo on.
Romo QBR.
Oh, that Romo.
Lamar
Not a
had a
good one.
QBR of 93 as he vaults up the list toward
Skip,
the guy at the top.
Skip,
That's at the
he's
top.
been staying in the 90s an awful
No,
lot lately.
He has. So 2 switches got flipped in Baltimore just over the last month. The team's switch got flipped,
Right.
but the quarterbacks really got flipped because I don't know what's happened since they lost at home to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
They lost 40 to 25.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
40 to 25, and Baker threw for 342 and a touchdown in that game.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, that's.
Well,
His best
how do you
game of the
explain
year.
that? Right? Yeah.
And Lamar didn't play bad. It was the turnovers.
Just the turnovers. Okay? So how are they doing it? What is the formula? They are running away with the rushing time. It's like not even close.
No.
They're averaging 204 rush yards a game, thanks in large part to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And next on the list are the 49ers at 149. So they have a
51, 52.
Well,
No, 55.
56. No,
Yeah.
5, right?
Yeah.
55-yard
Yeah.
lead per game in average rush.
I've never heard
What?
of somebody rush for 200.
Well, I haven't either. And Lamar Jackson's completion percentage has risen from 58 last year, which is just not very
Right.
good.
You don't definitely want to be 60 or above.
Yeah, and he's 66. And he doesn't throw it a lot. His 279 attempts rank only 24th in
Right.
the league.
Right.
So they're not bombs away.
No.
But when he throws it, every time I look up, it's not accurate, it's deadly accurate. He's looking like Robo quarterback now. He's just throwing it right on the numbers every time. Like in the end zone, he just throws darts where I say, oh, that's a touchdown.
Skip, to your point about rushing, is because they have 3 guys that on any given Sunday can go get you 100. Gus Edwards, Lamar Jackson, and Mark Ingram. All of these guys on a given Sunday can go get you 100. And there might be a time or two, Skip, there, and there have been a couple of games, 2 guys of the 3 will go get you 100 in the same game. And when you can run it like that, Skip, guess what that opens? Play action. And you see Skip, that Mark Andrews, he loves some Mark Andrews. And Mark Andrews make catches for him. His tight end, the other tight end, Boyle, make great catches for him. Skip, they're playing well. And the thing is, what hurt the Houston Texans, when you play an aggressive style defense, you need to get the ball out of your hand. Skip, Deshaun was spent too much time trying to make the big play.
Does. That's what he does.
Yeah, it's almost feast or famine.
Yep.
And he ran himself into a lot of sacks yesterday, Skip.
And a lot of punishment.
Yeah.
Man, he takes some shots.
He does.
Whew.
So
last week, I thought we were going to do this topic. We didn't do it on the show, but I was thinking, who would I take for the long haul? Because I love Deshaun Watson. I kept thinking, I'd take Deshaun for the long haul because he can just throw it better than Lamar. Now I'm starting to wonder. I don't know about that. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't.
After yesterday.
Right?
I don't know how much longer he's going to take that kind of punishment because he's definitely taking more punishment than
That
Lamar.
is correct. Lamar takes some down the field, but it doesn't seem to faze him at all.
Right.
Different kind.
So Fox Bet still says that New England is a heavy favorite to win the AFC.
Right.
And if I look at the schedules, I say, you know what? I think Baltimore's schedule is a little harder.
It is. It is.
Because-
I would agree with that.
Whew. Man,
Rams
they got at
next.
Rams.
Yeah.
At Rams on Monday night. And then they got the 49ers at home. At Bills is no cakewalk. Jets should be a cakewalk. But then here we go, and it gets at Cleveland. Listen, Baker's had their number. He beat them in overtime last year as a rookie at Cleveland. Remember this? So I don't think that'll be an easy game.
But you watch. The Texans team that showed up yesterday against Baltimore won't show up again at home against the Patriots.
Okay.
They'll play their tails off against the Patriots.
Okay. You might be right. But I'll still take the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But, Skip, that December 18th is still looming. I think that's the game that people want to see.
All right, but what's looming is that there's some trap game, like some minefield games on this thing where you could lose at home to the 49ers, you could lose at the Bills, you could lose at Cleveland, and you definitely could lose at the Rams on Monday night.
Yeah.
My point is, they might lose a couple of more games. They might.
Ooh,
They just might.
Skip,
if they lose one more, they're going to be in trouble.
Right.
Even if the Chiefs go get revenge at New England.
If you'd have asked me last year, could the Ravens go to L.A. and beat the Rams? But I don't know if you noticed, but have you seen the way Jared Goff is playing lately?
I saw it last night. It was like Trubisky or Goff or Trubisky. They look like the same guy to me.
Skip.
And that is not a good comparison.
I still and you and I question when it happened.
Yeah.
What the hell was Chicago looking at? What made them think, Skip, that, you know what, Mitchell Trubisky moving forward would be better than Deshaun Watson. Skip, I can give you Patrick Mahomes because he played in the Big 12, Texas Tech.
Yep.
And yeah, he was exciting, but a whole lot of people didn't see his game because you're not staying up that late, Skip.
Yep.
So I'll give you that.
Okay.
But Deshaun Watson was on television an awful lot. And you chose Mitchell Trubisky, who couldn't beat Deshaun, but you said, you know what, we believe he'll be a better quarterback. That's why they're getting killed, and they pulled a guy with 2 possessions left in the ball game.
Said he was hurt, beat
They were
up.
saying hip.
Hip and shoulder both.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's where you come up with all these excuses like,
For Chase Daniel. Okay.
like where he go take you.
Yeah, okay. And to finish this up, New England does get to close with at Cincinnati and then at home Buffalo and Miami. So
Yeah.
probably if they get through the next 3,
Yeah, the next month is going to be tough for them. The 17th, where they won the Eagles, they get the Cowboys next week, they get at Texans, and then the 8th, they get the Chiefs at home. So the next month.
My early preview of Dallas at New England, I will be shocked if Dallas wins that game.
I'm not.
Shocked.
I'm not.
Really?
Yes.
I'm putting due on it. I'm
Which
putting due on
way?
it. I'm going to the Cowboys.
Well, I'm not going to bet against my team.
Hold on.
Crazy.
Hold on. You just told me there's no man I bet against in sports. Tom Brady. I'll never bet against Tom Brady. So in other words, what?
And an angry Tom Brady. You saw
Yeah,
him after the
because he
game.
stunk it up. Pulled his pants, indecent exposure.
Everything.
The Philadelphia police
About
looking
the
for him
offense
right
to be
now.
better.
They said it was a 6'4" white male.
Said he was tired.
Pulled his pants down the middle of the field and did something.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
it.
Eagles defense, Cowboys defense. I think Brady's going to get healthy.
Well, I got the Cowboys.
Isaiah Wynn is back,
I got
probably.
the Cowboys.
Yeah.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, how about them?
Kinda.
You
Okay.
need them for once.
You know what? I'm glad you bring him up. We're going to go and talk about Dak or Wentz. Who is better? Shall we, guys? Let's
Good
do
question.
it
Oh, my
next.
goodness.